So, good morning, everyone. So, this is the first day of Pokemon Week. Super excited. A bunch of the staff, we've grown up with Pokemon, and kids today are super excited about Pokemon again. So, we thought this would be a fun event. We've got a scavenger hunt on Friday with a bunch of prizes to give out, but all week we've got Pokemon books, Pokemon crafts, Pokemon activities that you can just stop by and pick up whenever. Here's an example of one of our crafts. This is a Pokeball you get to make at home using paper plates and a brass fastener, and you can actually put a Pokemon inside it and it'll open and close. Pretty cool. Those are limited, so make sure to stop by. And just come check out our book displays and stuff. So today, story time is going to be a little different. This isn't our typical story time. A lot of the Pokemon books were either chapter books or easy readers, so I'm going to read a couple easy readers today. They're a bit longer, not as big and vibrant pictures as normal, but it should still be fun. And I've got my little buddy Pikachu here to join me for the story time. So, first book we have today, and I thought this one was pretty funny. It is called The Great Pancake Race. And we're just knocking stuff over right now. All right. So, what is Bounce Sweet up to? Rotom Dex asked Ash. There's Bounce Sweet over there. Ash wondered too. He watched his friend Mallow's Bounce Sweet bounce back and forth. Can you see what's on his head right there? Beats me, Ash replied. Mallow, what's going on? Not now, Mallow said. We're working. Ash, Pikachu, and Rotom Dex were studying at the Pokemon school in Alola. Mallow and Bounce Sweet were students there too. So that's the spirit, Mallow called to Bounce Sweet. If we keep training for the race, you'll get even faster. Did you say race? Ash asked. Because we all know Ash and Pikachu love competition. That's right, Mallow replied. The Pokemon Pancake Race is an island tradition. Pancake Race is making me hungry. So the next day, Ash and Professor Kukui went out to eat. Pikachu and Rockruff went too. At the restaurant, they met Nina and Raichu. Nina and Raichu won the Pokemon Pancake Race last year, Professor Kukui told Ash. I can see why you're the champion, Ash said to Raichu. The way you float is so cool. And so for my Pokemon fans out there, this is the Alolan Raichu, and he rides his tail like a surfboard and kind of fly around. Pretty cool. So if the pancakes fall or you drop your plate, you're out, Nina told Ash. But it's so much fun. Do you want to enter the race? Ash asked Pikachu. What do you think Pikachu said? He said, Pika Pika, meaning he agreed. Actually, let's go back. Did you see that? Look how excited he is. I'd be pretty excited if I had giant stacks of pancakes too. So the next day, everyone started training. Nina and Raichu helped Ash and Pikachu. After practice, Pikachu was very tired. You gave it your all, Ash said. Look, those pancakes must be pretty heavy. Team Rocket was spying on Ash and Pikachu. Meowth read a poster about the race, and Jessie wanted to win the prize. What do you think the prize was? It was an entire year of pancakes. That's a lot. So the day of the race finally arrived. The announcer told the trainers and their Pokemon partners about the course. So the trainers would go first. And the trainers went to the starting line. Principal Oak, Ash, and his classmates were all there. When it comes to teamwork, Pikachu and I can't be beat, Ash said. Ready, set, go, yelled the announcer. So the trainers had to climb steep hills, they had to walk on balance beams, and they had to try and hold the pancakes nice and still and not let any of them fall. Anyone who dropped a pancake was out of the race. Sophocles tripped early. Oh no, he cried. In the next stage of the race, the trainers had to pull their Pokemon in wagons. Ash and Pikachu were moving fast. Kiawe was very strong, but Turtonator was very heavy. You think you could pull that guy? Looks like a lot of work. And Principal Oak's partner was a Kamala. He's a little koala Pokemon. He's also pretty sleepy. Kamala was always asleep, even when he was racing. Jessie's partner was Mimikyu. She tugged the wagon with all her might. I won't stop, she cried. Jessie really wanted to win those pancakes. James was racing with Beware, but it wasn't a real Beware. Something looks a little fishy about that. It was actually a robot in a costume. My Robo-Racer Pancake Chaser is the best, Meowth bragged. Look, there's Meowth and Wobbuffet piloting the robot. You think maybe they'll get in trouble for cheating? Because that doesn't sound very fair. Finally, it was the last stage of the race. Only the Pokemon were racing now. Raichu was in the lead. Pikachu was second. Mimikyu was catching up. It aimed a shadow ball at Pikachu, but it was against the rules to use attacks. What do you think is going to happen? Think he'll get caught? Tricky Mimikyu was kicked out of the race. Glad they're enforcing the rules. Raichu floated along. It held the pancake plate in one hand. Looks like he's got it pretty easy. Pikachu wouldn't give up though. Pika, 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 it panted. The plate of pancakes rested on its back. The race was hard work. He's looking tired. Raichu bounded ahead. Pikachu gritted its teeth. It ran even harder. The trainers all watched and cheered. Go for it, Pikachu, Ash yelled. All right, Nina called out. Pikachu has turned this into a real race. Beware and Kamala were still in the race, though. They weren't even far behind. The finish line was getting closer. Meowth and Wobbuffet were still inside the Beware costume. Let's give it some gas, Meowth said, and he put the robot in high gear. The robot fired up. I think that's a little suspicious. Fire coming out of the Pokemon's back. So the Beware robot sped forward. Don't blow your stack, Meowth said. But the robot went faster and faster. My Robo-Racer's going nuts, Meowth cried. So the Beware robot whizzed past Raichu, whizzed past Pikachu, and it crossed the finish line first. Free pancakes for a year, Jessie cheered. But then the real Beware appeared. It looks a lot different. It's even got a tail. So the real Beware tackled the Beware robot. The costume flew off, and Meowth and Wobbuffet tumbled into the air. The lead racer was a fake Pokemon, the announcer said. No robots are allowed in the race. So the Beware robot was kicked out. And the real Beware grabbed Team Rocket and ran away. Oh no, not again, Jessie and James and Meowth cried. Pikachu and Raichu stopped to watch, but Kamala kept rolling. Kamala rolled right past them. I think he's still asleep even. The race was still on. Pikachu and Raichu leaped for the finish line, but they were too late. Kamala is the winner, the announcer declared. He didn't even wake up to get his prize. Pikachu and Raichu tied for second place. You were really amazing out there, Ash told his best friend. The Pokemon Pancake race was a great tradition, and our heroes are always ready for their next adventure. The end. All right. Oh, we've got one more in the waiting room. All right, and before we get to our next story, I am just going to share a quick song. We're going to share another story. Hi, thanks for joining. And video's playing. All right, there we go. So up next, who does not want to stay up here, we've got another story. This one's called Play Ball Pikachu. All right, and this one is about baseball in the Pokemon world. Things are a little bit different. You can have your Pokemon play too. But let's take a look. So one day, Ash was watching TV with his Pokemon Pikachu and Rockruff. It was the last Pokemon base game of the season. They don't even call it baseball. They call it Pokemon base. Awesome, Ash cheered. This game is getting so good. It was almost the end of the game. The team star, Alulu, hit a home run. The Magikarp team won. So cool, Ash said. I want to play Pokemon base too. The next day at Pokemon school, we're going to switch sides. The next day at Pokemon school, Ash got his wish. Today's class is all about Pokemon base, Professor said. Are you going to teach us? Lana asked. Not me, said Professor. I asked a great coach to do that. It's Alulu, Ash cried. He's the baseball player he saw on TV yesterday. And who's that behind him? Oh, Pikachu just took a dive. Who's that behind him, Lily wondered. It was his Pokemon partner, Snorlax. I don't know if you know about Snorlax, but I don't think he's going to be very good at sports because he sleeps all the time. The enormous Pokemon squeezed into the room. He barely fit through the door, and he fell asleep. So Lulu taught the class all about Pokemon base. They split into 2 teams and got ready to play. Rotom Dex called the game. First to take the field is Team Kiawe. Kiawe took the pitcher's mound. Ash came up to bat. Here it comes, Kiawe warned. Bring it on, Ash yelled back. Think he's going to hit it? Let's see. Kiawe wound his arm back. Bright flames burst all around him, and the ball blasted toward Ash. Look out, Ash called, and Ash swung with all his might, but he missed. You got to keep your eye on the ball, Sophocles told Ash. I know, said Ash, and he tried again and again, but he missed them all, and he struck out. Then it was Kiawe's turn at bat. Pikachu was on the mound. Do you think Pikachu's got a good pitch? Let's find out. Pikachu, Ash called, show them some of that pepper. Give me your best shot, Kiawe replied. So Pikachu spun the ball and threw it hard, and the ball screamed toward home plate. Kiawe hit the ball high in the air. It's a pop fly, he said. The ball flew toward Sophocles. He tripped over his feet and fell, but he still caught the ball. Team Ash went on to win that game. Ash was thrilled until he saw Jessie and James and Meowth had arrived. Ew. Team Rocket, what are you doing here? They demanded. I want Lulu's autograph, Jessie said. He must be pretty famous over the Pokemon world then. So Ash and his friends knew Team Rocket was up to no good. Soon they were all arguing. Why don't we settle this with a game, they said. Winner gets Lulu's autograph. And then Lulu said, Snorlax and I will play on the school team. James was worried about playing against Lulu, but Jessie pointed out that Snorlax was on the field, and that sleeping Pokemon was always yawning. Don't worry, Jessie said. Just hit the ball to Snorlax. That sounds like a pretty good idea, don't you think? So Pikachu's pitching again. Pikachu's pitch made Jessie spin around, but she still hit the ball right at Snorlax. It bounced off of Snorlax's tummy, and it rolled across the field. Kiawe grabbed the ball, but Snorlax rolled on top of him. Ooh, that would hurt. I win, Jessie cried, but she forgot which way to run. Rockruff tagged Jessie out. You bragged, and now you're tagged, Meowth said. James hit the ball right at Snorlax too, and Lulu ran in to catch the ball. He tried to get Snorlax to stand up. Wake up! I can't do this on my own, he cried, but Snorlax just kept sleeping. Now it was Team School's turn at bat. Mimikyu took the mound. Pikachu headed to home plate to bat for Team School. We're counting on you, Pikachu, Ash cheered. I've never seen Mimikyu so charged up, Meowth cried. He was looking pretty scary. All that glow going on right there. So Mimikyu glowed in electric purple, and it fired the ball right at Pikachu. Pikachu got up, brushed off the dirt. Ash made sure Pikachu was okay. Hey, that's against the rules, he shouted. Jessie got the message. She sent in a new pitcher. It was Meowth. Sounds like Meowth's a pretty good pitcher, because he struck out Kiawe. Team School is having a hard time hitting Team Rocket's pitches. The game was down to the last inning. Lulu stepped up to the plate. As long as I'm on the mound, you're outbound, Meowth bragged. But Lulu smashed the ball past Meowth. Now, Snorlax was at bat. Do you think he's going to fall asleep? Maybe. Snorlax yawned as he stepped up to the plate. Ooh. Yay, Snorlax, Lana called. Give us a home run, Ash added. Meowth threw a curveball at Snorlax. Snorlax didn't even move. The ball bounced off its bat and onto the ground. The ball bounced right to Team Rocket's Marini. Grab that, Meowth called. Marini stabbed the ball with its horns. It almost sounds like cheating again. Over here, James called. Marini blasted off the ground and flew across the field. It landed right on James' face. And then the ball dropped to the ground. Lulu ran home. Now the score was tied. Meowth ran for the loose ball. It was all up to Snorlax to win the game. But he didn't move. Snorlax, run, Ash cried. Lulu stepped in, and he raised his Z-ray. Now it's time to pull out all the stops. Snorlax used pulverizing Pancake. Suddenly, Snorlax was unstoppable. He started racing around the bases. Meowth threw the ball home to Wobbuffet, but Snorlax flattened Wobbuffet like a pancake. Ooh, that would hurt. Safe, Professor Kukui said. Team School had done it. They had won the Pokemon base game. Our heroes celebrated their victory. The end. I thought that one was pretty funny. All right, so thank you guys for joining the Pokemon Storytime today. All week you can stop by the library for fun activities, our craft bags like we were saying. We've got about 100 of these, I think. And then there's a book display. We've got the library a little decorated. And then on Friday, it's the super fun event. All day Friday, we've got a scavenger hunt going on. There's gonna be a bunch of Pokemon hidden around the library. If you can find all 12, you get to spin the prize wheel and you've got a chance to win Pokemon cards, 3D printed Pokemon. There's a couple other things, but there's a lot. So yeah, come on, check it out. And thank you guys for joining.
I think, is it going to be in the evening as well for the Friday?
So Friday, it'll be all day. You can stop by whenever you have time. We open at 10 and we close at 5:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You guys have a nice day.
Bye.